Parents, what secrets do your children think they are hiding from you? My nephew lied as a kid, but my mother knew and called him on it. He asked how she knew. I think she actually saw him do whatever it was wrong without him realizing. She said his third eye on his forehead winked when he lied. For about 2 years afterwards, whenever he lied, he would do it with one hand over his forehead. So we always knew. It was great. My kids sneak food from the pantry after they go to bed. I always know because they forget to turn the light off. Every damn time. I refuse to let them know what their tell is. My daughter's bike was lost/stolen after she left it at the bus stop. After a few days of looking, she had given up on finding it. She was crushed, and I couldn't take it. I picked up an identical bike. I took the training wheels off, just like the first one. When I got home, I tried to pass it off that I found her bike. A couple of days later, she told my wife that she knew it wasn't her bike, but she didn't want to make me sad by telling me she knew. I know that my daughter knows my secret, but is keeping it a secret from me. My 2-year-old tries to hide a car behind his back when I put him to bed. I pretend not to see it until he gets in the crib and go, "Ooh, you got me so good! You tricked Daddy." Then I tickle him, which causes him to drop the car. I take it and hide it. Then I continue to play with him for a minute until he forgets about the car. Mine is still little enough to be very, very bad at hiding things. The other day he asked for a toffee. I said no. He went and got a toffee from the kitchen counter, hid under the kitchen table, loudly unwrapped it, and when I still didn't react, he said, "I'm eating a toffee." He likes to read my journal. I'm an avid writer and keep several, including my laptop. It honestly makes me laugh because no one, since my little sister eons ago, has expressed such interest in what I write. What he doesn't know is that the one on my laptop is my real one, and it's password protected. The ones I leave on my bookshelf and office are the ones that are safe for him to read. It tickles me to question him about stuff he shouldn't know but knows because he read it in my journal. "Son, how do you know your aunt and I are planning a trip next weekend?" Deer caught in headlights look. "I must have overheard you two talking." My son has a crush on a girl in school. He walks home from school every day and visits our neighbor's very old dog. My son gives him belly scratches, and, in exchange, my neighbor's dog doesn't tell a soul what my son tells him. However, the dog's owner, who is working nearby in the garden, is an excellent eavesdropper and knows everything, and she in turn shares it with me. He will never know that I know. My best friend is a lesbian. We live in Russia. It's not safe to discuss openly, and her mom is homophobic, so the family doesn't know. Her father surely knows and just avoids all the drama by pretending he doesn't. Last small talk with him at her place was hilarious. "Hi, username. How are you? Any kids?" "Not yet. No." "Are you also one of them?" "One of whom?" "Them." Pause. Looks at his daughter. "Child-free." I was talking to my dad about getting away with stuff when I was a kid and said, "You never knew that I would stay up reading every night with my flashlight." He got an amused look on his face and responded, "You did that for years and never changed the batteries in that flashlight, did you?" That's when I realized he knew and was encouraging it the whole time. My daughter, 10, has been using a shared Google Doc to chat with a friend while they play games on the Switch. She told me yesterday, "I delete all the text, so don't bother trying to see what I wrote." I wasn't planning on reading it, but since she spoke up, I went and checked, and it was the most boring to the point game stuff ever. What Pokemon they wanted to trade, and what courses they wanted to do in Mario Kart.